all of us are great.
Represent for Autobars
Say
TV.
how early fire on your.
Well, what you gonna do now?
Well, Blackhustle basically put CEO, father, connoisseur of many things, you know, and an overall hustler. As the name state, black stated within my melanin, hustle just the grind daily, you feel me? Without a doubt.
Tell me what you want, girl. Tell me what you need. Know that you be perfect everything.
Well, the musical journey basically started back in 9th grade, 10th grade, messing around it. Ended up linking up with like a friend of mine, which was an upcoming producer at the time. Now he's out there, but at the time we got in, he was billing beats. I was writing like crazy. Did some early group mixtapes. This was like early 2000s, I'm telling you about. This would be about 2003, 2004. Yeah. So we started at it back then. Got signed to a management deal. That shit didn't work out. Group split up. Started some solo shit back in like 07 or 06 really. 07 when I dropped out of college, and from there it's been, you know, a continuous on and off journey at what one would call a tactful journey, a tasking journey, but you know, we're still at it.
All in the line, my heart and my mind, all of my time, all of the time when I talk.
Oh, some of the challenges, especially in the early days. In the early days, it was more about trying to get the recognition. How does one? Cause we started music in a different era, as I gave you the time span there. So back then everybody was trying to get signed, because really and truly being an artist, especially a rap artist in Jamaica, like the chances of getting heard many parts of the world without a major was slim to none. This was before the internet was prevalent. This was before before social media had taken off. Like I watched all these things grow throughout the ages. So past that point, when no longer the issue, once the internet became a thing and that was no longer the issue, then the group had split, so I had no like direct connection to production. So then production became the issue for a while. And also we had a few kids in the midst of that, you know. Right now I'm at 4, so you know how that goes. So yeah, in the midst of all of that, just dealing with family life throughout the 20s, trying to keep all that afloat while doing music and finding proper production, because by this time the standard in my mind was set pretty high, because we had some real good early recognition, like when me and that group were together and got signed. So my standards were real high. I wasn't really out to go back to anything below the standards of what I was putting out before. So music eventually really got paused until further on, where, you know, the stage called us back without a doubt. Well, currently I'm working on so much, to tell the truth. Finishing up my EP Blackheart. That's the full debut official project to be coming out. The first single, Friend Zone, is out now on all platforms, doing exceptionally well. I'm being picked up by a few more places, I'm hearing soon. So definitely that's like the top priority. But in the midst of that, we release like a remix every week called the Friday Remix Project on our YouTube and our SoundCloud page. So that's another thing that's there. Plus I'm producing for other artists. I'm designing, I'm hosting a show, and I'm creating crazy content. Now it's more than just artistry. I'm a content creator. So everything from design to videography to, like, you name it, we're dabbling in it. We're putting a hand in it, and it's been working for us, so I can't complain.
Wanna be in no friend zone. Wanna be scoring like I'm in the end.
Whoa, so Big Spliff Gang. Technically 3 years old, but we really, truly just celebrated the 2nd anniversary earlier this year. The name is 3 years old. So it came about me and a conglomerate. Basically, we used to vibe every day. We were all like creatives. And this was in the midst of me doing poetry at this point, because I'm a poet as well. And I realized like we were rolling just the biggest spliffs on earth at the point in time, like as a conglomerate. So I was literally just on Instagram creating hashtags, and the name came to me, Big Spliff Gang. And like, yo, and even the letters sounded so powerful together to me, like BSG. And I went back to the group and I'm like, yo, this is the name for the collective. This is going to be it. Even if we don't use Big Spliff Gang because of corporate reasons, I just feel the letters BSG, just the phonetic side sounds so powerful. I want to use it. Everybody agreed with it at that point in time, and it's been stages for BSG really. I wanted to go straight into production. Most of the group did at that point. However, funding and timing and all of that didn't allow for that, so it was really set the mind to grind mode. We started to do BSG events with artist showcase, put out the BSG mixtape. So the name actually started getting out there before we had officially released a project for ourselves. But there was a lot of feedback coming in because of the networking tools we were using and just going out there and getting social and helping artists before we were ever ready to do anything ourselves. Comes to the point now where, you know, the studio is together, like everything is happening now. We got publishing intact, we got distribution intact, promo is intact, and we're just putting the machine to work now. Well, in the realms of music, what I really would say most people see me as now, and I think they're gonna continue to see me as, is like ultimately one of the most versatile artists you can ever come across. One, the wordplay is going to always be crazy. Like there's gonna be a sense of intelligence regardless of the topic. You're gonna have to think, and I'm always the one that likes triggering thought, and that's the main thing I think people are gonna find throughout my music. It stirs the thought process, gives you a reason to react and feel and think regardless of what the topic
I've
is.
been wasted half of the time, girl, since you walked out that door.
Well, contacted most definitely. It's bigspliffgang@gmail.com if you want to email the label and get to me. Also, you can find me on social media at Blackhustle BSG, Blackhustle BLACKHUSTLE BSG on just about every platform. The YouTube has just been rebranded to Blackhustle BSG as well, so you can go youtube.com/Blackhustle BSG, find all the remixes, find the blogs, and also we'll be putting up some of the content from the other shows we've been doing that people have been like really reaching out to us about on there as well. So it's a lot of work, but yeah, Blackhustle BSG, easiest place to find me. bigspliffgang@gmail.com, and for the merch and anything else, you can hit up bigspliffgang.com. Make sure you subscribe to that channel, man. Hit that like button, hit that notification button so you see when that next video is posted, man.